Science of mind, the science of mind, a faith, a philosophy, a way of being. Martha Creek, marthacreek.com here with my reflections, commentary. Page 51, referencing page 51. One of the great difficulties in the new order of thought is that we're likely to indulge in too much theory and too little practice. Anybody relate? A lot of theory, a lot of platitudes, a lot of affirmations. It's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. That how much application, embodiment, practice do I have with that? Am I willing to have with that? One of the great difficulties in the new thought world, the new thought order, and the new thought arena, and the new thought organizations, and the new thought mind that thinks it's of new thought, is that we're likely to indulge in too much theory and too little practice. As a matter of fact, we only know as much as we can prove by actual demonstration. I only know as much as I can demonstrate, as I can exhibit, as I can express, as I can live out, as I can prove, as I can apply, as I can embody. That which we cannot prove may or may not be true, but that which we can prove certainly must be. The theory of scientific principle goes beyond its application at any given stage of unfoldment of that principle and the unfoldment of me in principle as principle measures the evolution, my own evolution. And one of my teachers over the years has said, and remember, you can't exceed your own evolution. Doggone it. It's apparent intangibility is lessened whenever and wherever anyone actually demonstrates the power of spiritual thought force over material resistance. It's easy enough to rush around shouting, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. That there is no traffic. There's no traffic jams. There's no illness. There's no floods. There's no drought. This will never heal my mind or anybody else's. It is easy to proclaim that there is no needy to espouse, to deny. Anyone can say this, whether it's wise or otherwise, until we're able to announce the principle, align with, believe, demonstrate from the principle, then principle itself is a theory. Not in reality, principle is principle, but my application of it, how much I align with the principle It's my doings. God does not punish. This was my first hope for my life. As a little kid, I wanted to go to church. My family didn't go to church, and I wanted to go, and I don't know why. And I called around to see, and my mother, let me put that part in there. My mother, in her classic Virginia Creek way, when I said, I want to go to church, said, we'll find you a way to get to church. Now, somebody else would call that abuse. I call that empowerment. My direct experience. So I went and called around the neighbors to see who goes to church and where and what time and who could pick me up. And my Sunday school teacher, who I love very, very, very much, because I got to be the teacher assistants at school and at Sunday school. So I got to have assigned readings to memorize things. I got to give my commentary on what I'd read 55 years later, commentary on what I'm reading. And one day I thought, I think she knows that I don't believe some of this. So I'm going to tell her what I believe because I think she already knows. So I told her, like, tapped on her shoulder and said, I want to tell you something. I don't believe that God is a punishing God. From a little kid. And her hair kind of stood up like, ah, yikes. So looking back now, I realized that when she heard that from me, she likely believed I was a lost sheep. She's the shepherd, I'm the sheep. And my believing that was treacherous and very consequential to my soul. However, I believed it. And as much as I love and respected her and still do, I didn't believe it. I believed what it was demonstrating in me. So, what do you believe? Not because they said. What do you actually believe?